This is my second attempt at doing an intro video, or the following video is my attempt at doing an intro video for the second time because I messed up on the sound recordings for the first one I recorded, and unfortunately when I recorded the second one I forgot shit, so here's all the shit I forgot. My name is Casey, which I didn't forget, I just happened to not mention it in the second one, but yes, that's C-A-S-E-Y. People always want to spell it with a K because technically I have the guy spelling, which is a little weird. But anyway, the second one, which is most important, is to thank Aaron's chair for inspiring me and giving me the courage to start my own channel even though I'm disabled. So thank you to Aaron's chair, and go and sub to her channel. It's spelled AERIN_S and then chair, CHAIR. She is wonderful, and you should all subscribe to her. So that is it, and now on to the regular scheduled programming. Thanks, bye. Hey y'all! Welcome, fellow heathens and guests. I hope you're all having a wonderful evening. There's my cat. I'm recording this on Darwin Day, so I have the Darwin gear sporting. Awesome. Now, it won't be coming out on Darwin Day, and I know this because it's already 9 p.m. I had recorded one other video that was about 19 minutes long without editing, and it wasn't recording the sound. So this is attempt number 2. Hopefully it goes a little bit better and that audio is recording. That's critical. So who am I? I'm in my early 30s. I've had my fair share of medical issues and surgeries, and still not over, but hopefully at some point it will be. But I kind of wanted to share this with everyone, and I now identify as an atheist. So, pretty basic, but unique in its own way as well. And of course, since becoming an atheist, I have found that a lot of things are different. So people see you differently, and sometimes they write you off completely just because you're an atheist, which is not that great. I'm sure a lot of you know what that is. I didn't have the best childhood growing up. My mother was pretty abusive. She had what's called narcissistic personality disorder, and I might do a video on that later on, but I'm not any kind of like psychologist or anything, so it would just be like a research type video looking into it and seeing what the information is about it. But I also am working on a script that kind of goes through what I went through, what it was like to go through it, and what are the lasting effects. For example, in the mental health side of things, I have depression, anxiety, and PTSD. The PTSD was factored in also with the medical stuff that I've been through, so that kind of led into PTSD. Being an atheist, I've had many people just write me off immediately just because of that one view. And I've also had people try and guess what my views are on other things that have nothing to do with religion, simply because I'm an atheist. And I'd rather that people just ask me what I believe on certain topics rather than assuming, because you all know what happens when we assume. So I kind of want to clear up misconceptions about us. We are not horrible people. There are some very wonderful atheists that I've met through this community who just share their voices of reason and compassion and love. So kind of to touch on the people assuming things, someone the other day in chat had assumed my position on climate change, which I am for, doing things to stop climate change. I agree that it is an issue and it's something we have to do things about now. They said that after I had said that I had scientific evidence to back this up, he said, "You only think you have evidence." I'm not sure if that means conspiracy theorist or science denier. I guess I'll find out if he ever emails me. and discusses these things, what his stance is, and what evidence he has to back up that stance. I also want to add to the many supportive voices in the community and the wonderful people that are already here, such as Godless Engineer, Caitlin Chloe, Godless Iowan, Mrs. Snarky, Genetically Modified Skeptic, Telltale, Mr. Atheist, Wonder Lady, Miles Power, The Lavender Lady, and the League of Extraordinary Atheists for Humanism, which is run by Christy Santiago, Grey Skeptic, Mac, and also Nacho Witness. And there's so many more. Like, I would be here all night if I listed every single person in this wonderful community. So thank you, and I hope to add a little bit to the conversation. So another reason that I wanted to start this channel is to provide kind of a support area for people to go to when they are an atheist going through hard times. Because I know we're thrown these cliches, you know, you're my thoughts and prayers, or just put it in God's hands, he'll take care of it, and God never gives you more than you can handle, and yada yada yada. And we're sick of those, and they don't help at all, not one bit. So I wanted to provide a place where people could go. And one of the things that kind of geared me into thinking more reasonably and kind of leaning towards the atheist side was when I was still a Christian. Someone had given me a book, and she was well-meaning. She really wanted to help, but the beginning of that book just said how our hard times is God punishing us for things that we deservedly need to be punished for. So that wasn't too great to read at the time, especially since my health issues started with a genetic defect. So I'm not sure what I was doing in the womb to piss God off, but you gotta watch out for those babies in the womb. They wreak havoc over everything. But that book is called When Things Get Hard by James McDonald, and I would like to do a series on this channel where I read through the book and we kind of point out some of the bad things and the good things, and kind of which is which, and, you know, see what we can glean from that book. So what I intend to do with this channel is to prove to people that we aren't just horrible, monstrous, sinning people running around. We're actually very decent human beings that shouldn't be dismissed on first glance simply because of one belief. I also want to debunk misconceptions and alternative medicine, because I think those are two very harmful things that exist, and they prevent people from getting the actual help, the proven medical science help that they need to support their life. And it's a real shame, and some of those people are just in it for the money, and they're causing real harm. So I want to go over debunking a lot of those treatments. So yeah, that's me and what I want this channel to be. So I hope you all can join me on my journey of discovery, logic, reason, and most of all, friendship and camaraderie. I think we'll have a good time, and I'm excited to start this journey and to share my life with you guys. Let me know how you like the video down in the comments, and if you have any questions that I can answer, or if you have any future video topics like regarding health or anything else, just let me know down below, and I will chat with everybody later. Bye!